Hello. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's Speakout home practice session. My name is Samantha. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project, and I'm here to help you learn the Speakout exercises and also help you establish and maintain, that's the hard part, maintain a consistent Speakout home practice routine. I want you doing your Speakout exercises every single day to protect your speech and swallowing not only now, but in the future. Today's topic is planned giving. Yes, we're coming into the giving season, and hopefully you received your holiday challenge letter this weekend. If it didn't come yet, it'll probably come this week. I did receive mine on Saturday, but I live pretty close to from where it was mailed. So the topic is planned giving. Before we get started, let's all smile with intent. Give me your very best smile. And time to take a sip of water. Are you practicing, while you're getting your water, are you practicing your smile? I hope so. When you get up in the morning, you brush your teeth, I want you to look in the mirror and give your best smile. And even more importantly, when you smile and you get the smile you like, think about how it feels. It's probably going to feel exaggerated, but it'll look better if you exaggerate it. During today's session, I'm also going to share a video of Bartholomew. You'll learn more about him today. Let's start with the first Speak Out exercise, the warm-up. Lift every sound, make it fly up and forward over your computer. The name of the program is Speak Out. Get your voice in front of you. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. The more you exaggerate, the better. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Support your voice all the way to the end. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Don't let it trail off. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Notice that I'm connecting the sounds. One more time. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. We're done with the warm-up. Take your sip of water. We're moving on to Speak Out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide, just like the smile. You might have to feel like it's exaggerated, okay? Open your mouth wide, project that ah up over your computer, across the room. Here we go. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. The sound should be clear. If it sounds raspy, you need to project out a little bit more. And remember, speaking out is not yelling or screaming. You're projecting your voice forward. Let's do another ah. All the way to the end. All right, let's do a short ah. Ah. Good. One more. We're done with the ahs. Take a sip of water. Do it with intent, which means be deliberate. Think about what you're doing when you pick up your cup and you take a sip. Moving on to speak out exercise number 3, the glides. Project out a steady ah and then glide up. Ready? Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Steady off first, then you start gliding. When you get to the top, stop all the way. Let's do another one. Right, keep the sound in front of you. You're speaking out. Don't let it go back here. Let's do another one. Good. Let's do it again. The more you practice, the better you'll get at it, but don't do too many in the same day. Okay, don't do 100 ahs. I had a patient that did that. He hurt his voice. So don't do that. 5 or 6 every day trying to get better and better. Take a sip of water. I do want to use this session for you to learn some about plan giving, and I want us to exercise our voice. So for the counting, we're just going to count to 10 forward and backward. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't worry about your breathing. You'll take a breath when you need to. Just focus on projecting your voice forward. Start with 10 and go backward. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I went to a presentation, a symposium on plan giving last week, and there was a very interesting statistic. They did a study of 2,000 people who worked with their attorney or financial attorney on their will, developing their will, and 50% of those attorneys did not even ask the person whether they were going to consider a gift to charity in their will. So I'm curious, and I met with somebody the other day who said, I never even thought about it. So I'm curious, of those of you practicing with us, if you wouldn't mind, did your attorney, when you set up your will, did they ask you, would you like to consider making a planned gift to charity? I am curious about that. We're going to move on to the reading. But if you'll chat, that would be very interesting to me. Did your attorney ever bring it up? So the topic is plan giving. We're going to read this information, emphasize the highlighted words. Ready? In 2024, $592.5 billion was donated to charities. Now I'm going to ask you how much was donated. Read the number with intent. That's a lot of money. Let's read the next one. 8% were bequests made in wills and trust. So 8% of this big number were gifts made in wills or trust. Let's read the next one. Over 68% of American adults don't have a will. That's really surprising to me. We're going to read the next one. Ready? Of those, 70% do not have an updated will. Now that's so important, isn't it? Because things change over time. Let's read this one together with a lot of intent. Planned gifts help charities. Ready? Planned gifts might include, and let's read this list together, beneficiary designation, retirement assets, life insurance policies, stocks and bonds, real estate, charitable remainder trust. While you take a sip of water, I'll tell you just a couple things. So I have named Parkinson Voice Project in my will. Originally, I did it in 2008, and I named 5% of my retirement account. And the way I did it, I did this first option, a beneficiary designation. It's the easiest way because I just went to Fidelity and I named Parkinson Voice for 5% and then my husband for the rest. As our children grew, I changed my will a few years ago and I increased the percentage to 15%. All right? And one other thing I want to point out, in 2009, we had a patient who lived part of the year in Dallas, part of the year in Chicago. And he donated his Dallas home. He wasn't going to be coming back to Dallas. He donated his Dallas home to Parkinson Voice Project, and I want you to know that was our first gift. That's how we started our endowment account. It was $104,000 that we ended up receiving after selling the home, and we put that into our endowment. It's always, I think about this gentleman, his name was Richard, and it was a beautiful gift. All right. Let me ask you, what are some benefits of a planned gift? So, naming a charity in your will or trust. What are some benefits? Answer the question using your best voice. There are so many benefits, but these are two, I think, for PVP. Let's read it together. Helping future people with Parkinson's and their families. Tax benefits. Definitely tax benefits for doing this. Now, name some famous philanthropists. Say every word with intent. Let's see if you came up with the same list Lisa came up with. Let's read them together. Mackenzie Scott, Warren Buffett, John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, Bartholomew, and you. Yes, you can be a famous philanthropist. You know, you don't have to have billions of dollars to be a philanthropist. All right, before we go on to the next, let's go ahead and do our Dr. Boon's words. I do want to show you a video of Bartholomew. We named our Bartholomew Circle after him, so I'd like you to see what he looks like. He's no longer with us, but he's very special to us. Let's go ahead and do these nonsense words twice. Ready? Gula ganga ga. Speak out. Gula ganga ga. Really exaggerate. The next one. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Next one. Gangla. Again. Gangla. And the last one. Ready? Kukla. Kukla. Very good. All right. I think what we'll do, we're going to read the bonus reading first because it's about Mr. Bartholomew, and then we'll watch the video. So let's go back to, and I want to mention two things. On November 4th, I am hosting a Zoom meeting for anybody who would like to learn more about Parkinson Voice Project, about our holiday challenge, our financials, the Bartholomew Circle. So Sandy will post that link. Please register. I hope you will join me November 4th at 10:30 a.m. Central Time right after this session. I would love to get to see you in person, and then you can ask me any questions that, anything. All right, let's read this. Members of the Bartholomew Circle have included Parkinson Voice Project in their wills or trusts. These gifts will help future people with Parkinson's and their families. This legacy society is named after Bart and Joanne Bartholomew. In 2008, the Bartholomews made a major gift that began Parkinson Voice Project's unique pay-it-forward funding model. Since then, all our speech therapy services have been provided at no cost. Instead of billing, patients and families pay it forward to help future patients. Oh, there's a typo there. All right. So basically, our pay it forward system started in 2008. We don't bill Medicare, we don't bill insurance, we don't charge for our speech therapy services, and that is because of the Bartholomews. Some people think that the Bartholomews donated millions of dollars and everything's paid for. It's not. They started the whole thing. So they made a major gift to help the program get started, and then other people make donations to keep it going. Here's a video of Bart. This was made a long time. I think it was made probably in 2008 or 2009, so you'll get to see me. I didn't have as much experience talking on camera. Here's a video. And hold on one second. Here we go.
Rewarding work and felt like I was a contributor, but this is hands down more satisfying, and I feel is, like I say, the best of anything that I ever did.
Parkinson Voice Project is funded entirely through donations and a pay-it-forward system. Retired Air Force Colonel Bart Bartholomew serves on the Parkinson Voice Project's board of directors. His late wife, Joanne, had Parkinson's disease. He brought her to founder and CEO Samantha for voice therapy back in 2002. 1 year later, Bart was diagnosed with Parkinson's too. Bartholomew ended up playing a key role in the organization's growth.
We needed a donor or donors to get the Pay It Forward started. And Bart Bartholomew was very instrumental in getting that started.
She asked for some support, and I was willing to, well, Joanne and I talked it over.
The Bartholomews made a major gift to Parkinson Voice Project in 2008, the first of its kind for the organization.
I could see we were outgrowing the one room that she had for a loud crowd, and she had an objective of being able to train other speech therapists
Ellen Derry says the Pay It Forward model allows Parkinson Voice Project to focus solely on providing quality voice therapy to anyone with Parkinson's who needs help.
All patients receive the treatment that they need and deserve without the worry of cost or insurance coverage. And then at the end of treatment, patients are given an opportunity to make a donation to help the next person go through treatment.
If we took insurance and Medicare, then we had to only take insurance and Medicare. We could not take, people who had no resource.
People can pay it forward in any way that they feel most comfortable doing. So some people will make very large donations, some people make small donations.
For Bart Bartholomew, it was the most significant donation he ever made.
The Pay It Forward, we pretty well demonstrated has worked by any stretch. It is the best thing I've ever done.
Thank you for letting me share that video. So I'm going to go ahead and make an ask on behalf of all charities. I'm talking about all the charities that you love and support. I want to encourage you to think about making a planned gift to your charities, to your church. These gifts have a huge impact on the organization. And so if your attorney did not bring it up, if you never thought about it before, please think about it. And in terms of Parkinson Voice Project, if you have already done this, we would love to thank you. And so we have the Bartholomew Circle. We have a form, and Sandy will post the link. And I hope that you will fill out the form and let us know that you did this. It's really neat when we get a letter in the mail from an attorney after the fact. It's nice, but I would have liked to have gotten to know the donor and be able to thank the donor when they're alive. So please, if you've already done that, let me know so that we can thank you. And then again, on behalf of all the charities, all your favorite charities, really put some thought into this. It is extremely important. I hope you have a wonderful day.